Rebecca Winner, Information Systems Department.
I'll report like that.
Abimbola Ariola, CPO account.
Mr. Security sheet of the account funds.
Abimbola account. This is Arido account. This is Zapoli.
Sugar
and we are the one consulting for Lagos State on tax matters, revenue, IGR, and all the rest. So we are the one doing that. Some other states. So before now, what we do on a weekly and monthly basis is to send manifest or whatever you might have generated your ministry to, and make use of it to check whether the record you have with you is actually fitting with what you are saying. In most cases, at times we come to us and this one, somebody makes use of payment, you have not seen it. What happened? At times, maybe the bank has not posted things like that. But having said that, we find out that these days it's even easier and more convenient to have all those things in soft copy than carrying papers on and on. For Ministry of Finance on a monthly basis, your manifest is not less than 400 and something pages on a monthly basis. So we look at it as too cumbersome and it litters our environment. So it will be easier if you and I can have access to the website. You can generate those information that you have, make use of it, you can download it, keep it on your desktop, and anytime you want to make reference to it, you go back to it. And at the before coming to us, you will sit down there and be able to go through the menu we have there, generate your reports and make use of it. So it's the problem of looking for where to keep the papers and things like that, that one will be there. And aside that, we find out that even after we might have generated, there was a time in this ministry, Mr. Ogoji, they wrote a letter from the Office of Commissioner to my boss that for so months they've not given us manifest. In fact, the way they coined the letter, I didn't know that it was our own report they were referring to. So I now called the head office that, is there any report you are sending to finance that you have not given them? They said, no, that I should go and help them find out. So when I came, the man now brought the manifest we gave them the previous month and said, see, the previous one you gave us this, for last month you've not given us this. I said, this report. And we have a place that you sign when you collect. So I'm now showing that so person signed for it, but you could not find the report. So we have to generate another one. So things like that won't happen. By the time you have it on your desktop, you know where you keep it, just for you to create a folder. Maybe for this year 2013, all the manifests that we have for Ministry of Finance, you just create a folder, manifest for 2013. Anytime you want to go back to it, you are free to do that. And this is the Lagos State website. Lagos State Government. Lagos State Government Electronic Banking System of Revenue Cycle. Can we go back to before we log home page here? So this is the home page. This home page, every individual living in Lagos State, even outside Lagos State, have access to this. Once you can access the website of Lagos State Government. As an individual, maybe you are not working with Lagos State Government and you're not an alpha beta staff, and you want to view your details, you want to check whether your ETCC card is ready, you want to print your ETCC form online, all those things, you can do it without logging in. For instance now, this smart card, ETTC, then you want to verify it. You can enter your pay ID. That pay ID is personally, is only you that have access to that pay ID. You can have several entry ID, but pay ID is one pay ID per person. When you have more than one pay ID, then there's a problem. Such a person will not have access. That what you want to give you access to now, you won't have access to it once you have more than one pay ID. But if you have just one pay ID, once they create you can able to log in and go into our website and do whatever you want to do. So like this one now, if you put your pay ID, can somebody tell me it's our pay ID? Pay ID of card. Or you have your ETTC card.
I have ETTC card, but I don't have.
So if you give us your pay ID now, just run through it. Just this one will just tell you your pay ID and your ETTC card is ready. Something like that. Maybe you are processing it and you want to know whether it's ready or not. But if you want to really do what the public, the general public have access to. But what we want to do now, all of you now, this is what you have access to. But what we are trying to do now is to give you a deeper knowledge of what exactly we do in ABC that you can as well do it without coming to us. Most of your manifests, you can generate it yourself. You can validate receipts. If you ask a taxpayer, go and pay 20,000 in the bank and the person comes back, this is my receipt I've paid. If you want to know whether that receipt is fake or genuine, you can validate. Come to home page. To that side. See, validate your receipt. So you can validate receipts to know whether the receipt is genuine or fake. Because these days you have fake outside there and they will be carrying it all along. When you look at it, you find it difficult to know whether it's fake or not. So when they bring something like that, you validate it and know whether the receipt the taxpayer has got to you is fake or not. Do you have a receipt? Yeah, a copy of receipt. So we don't want to be using our own thing so that you won't look as if maybe we are just doing things on our own. Yeah. Same name on it. Yes. That's one is 5,000 was paid on 2nd of March 2012 by Elizabeth Ogo Medoni. I can't pronounce it. Then receive payments. So this quick validation can see that actually the person was paid and the receipt is not fake. But some there was one we tested like this. On the receipt it was written 20,000. When we checked, when we validated it was 4,650. So a lot of things is going on and we want to as much as possible stop all those fraudulent activities. So that's why we are putting you through on what you can do to guide against. Because if somebody just bring receipt and page and you look at it 185,000, it's okay, the name is there, you can go. So if you now call the person back, maybe you now send the receipt to Alphabeta, please to help us to confirm. And at the end of the day, maybe a week later, you now say, I know it's 50,000 you have paid. That person can sue you. Say, when I came to your office, you didn't say that I brought a fake receipt. Now, maybe you have done something. But instantly, when the customer comes around, you can as well check the details of the receipt and confirm whether the receipt is genuine. director of accounts write to our office to say, okay, these 2 people or 3 people, I want you to give them access, because it's not everybody that will have access to this thing. To give them access to be able to log in into your system. It's not everybody that will have access. Based on the recommendation of the director, they are going to give you password. So what we are going to do now, none of you can do it, but we are going to put you through that. If after this training, maybe tomorrow or next, you write to us and you are giving access, you'll be able to do exactly what I'm going to do. So after your password, your pay ID, and your email address, you can come to this stage. Click here to check your whatever. There you have so many menus there that you can use. But I don't think they will give you all this. It's only the one that is useful to your ministry that you are going to do. So for instance, like we said, you can do quick validation of receipts. You can as well confirm a payment in the EBS. That's to show that that particular payment is in the database of Alpha Beta Consulting. Like this one we just do now, we are going to use it again to confirm whether that transaction has entered our database. So go to confirm transaction in EBS. Display. Then enter the entry ID. Apart from the fact that the receipt is a genuine receipt, the transaction is also in our database. The name, the entry ID. That's 185,000. The person has paid for, I think it's land, 452. It's the Ministry of Land. It's land group. So this one will enable you to be sure, to be double sure that that transaction is a genuine one, not fake. One, you have validated the receipt. Second, you have confirmed the payment inside our database. So this one now, with this one now, no fake receipt or fake payment will be accepted. So because at times like that, you check like this and you won't find the transaction in the database again due to one thing or the other. Maybe it has been reversed or whatever. So all those things you want to guide against it. When somebody comes to you, have paid. Don't check teller, don't collect teller and say you are checking all these ones. Is this Lagos State automated receipts? Automated receipts that you check from the customer. If the customer bring teller to you, tell the customer go back to the bank and make sure you are giving this. So is this one used to confirm? And when you want to check this one entry ID, is this one. This side is the information of the payer. But this side is where you have the entry ID. But when you are doing validation, you pick both the figure and both the number and alphabet. You pick both. But when you are confirmed from EBS, you pick only the figures. Do you understand? So, do you have any question before we go further? Verify the ETTC card. You just look at down the ETTC card, there is a number, N dash. So you just put that number. You just put that number, your own number. Want to check, or for somebody that comes that want to know what I have now, if the person is paying tax regularly and you want to know whether they updated your card, you just put your pay ID there, period, just leave it in 2008, click submit. It will bring out how much you have paid. Even your salary will be there, how much they have deducted, it will be there. You see everything there, your picture at the side of it. I didn't you have one ETTC card now.
Let me bring one.
Okay.
I want to confirm.
So you need to update 2012. So So everything, your home address, everything. So see the tax.
Owó tí
apply
o tó
that.
ná. Àbí kọ́ bá ń dọ́gbù ẹ̀ gan-an kò ká kankan. 1 million kí ni 1 million ṣe?
So once you can log in, you have. But the other one where we have not logged in, you just say your card has been processed. So you won't see all these details. Now your picture is there, everything. And the same way if you take your ETTC card to embassy or something and you want to reach, they will have all your information and they will know whether you are paying tax or not. But there are some people, they will give their payment to the tout. Maybe they don't want to go to the stress of going to the bank and everything. Please just help me do it. You give them the tout might say, okay, you are going to pay 60,000, and they will give you the card at the end of the day. You are paying 60,000 as tax. Then they will collect their own money for running the errand for you. So at the end of the day, if they are needed enough, they can pay 5,000 with your card. Thinking you won't be able to know since you are carrying the card around. They will not give you receipts. They just say your card has been processed. Within 2 days, they can even give you have done your card. And some people like that, they brought the card to us. At the end of the day, you say, some 200 naira. You see 200 naira. It happens to my own brother. The person collected 15,000 from them, 4 of them, and he put 200 naira. So things like that. So if you want to process your card, take the pain, go to the bank yourself. But your own is not like that. They deduct from source, so you don't have the stress of going to the bank. But for an individual, it's better you go to the bank, pay, collect your receipt, then fill the necessary form, so that when you have your card with you, you know that you're having a security.
Excuse me, before you go back, is it possible we print that thing out once as a...
Yes, it can be printed. Just Control P, then you select your printer, you can print it. Select your print. Maybe because of the volume of your report.
You have to log in.
I have to log in again. Do you understand what you are doing? And if anybody comes to you now and you've been enabled, you have the password to enter into the system, can you do what I'm just doing? I think you can go further to DBS manager. With this one now is where you can generate the manifest that we are talking. You can open your DBS manager, open the website, and be using it simultaneously. Same thing, you select your database. You can see that we have so many states there. We have Ghana, we have Bayelsa, we have Ekiti State, we have different places in Ghana. Kumasi, Metropolitan Assembly, Ghana private sector, we have 3 states. But right now we are talking about Lagos State. So you select Lagos State. Then my user says, for your own is agency. So when you have access, then my service code remains the same. That's alphabet API. And if you look at the address, the address up there is 192.168.2.38. That's for EPS manager. But for the website, the last figure is 2.2.25. That's the difference between them. One is .25, one is .38. But the address is 192.168. It's very, very important that you know this address when you want to enter. 192.168.2.25 for Lagos State website. Then the EBS manager 192.168.2.38. So here too you have so many things. You have transaction. Under this one, you can go to enter account transaction. For instance, you want to know how much Skybank collected for you. But you have problem here in the sense that ministerial miscellaneous account, your ministry is not the only one using it. So we have other ministries too using it. So this one you might not necessarily go into it, because at times when you are trying to go the network, anything could happen and you will not get the actual report. But when you come to reports, then you go to daily agency report detail. Now you select date. Let's say from 1st of this March to date, you want to generate manifest for Ministry of Finance 43140. Let's select owner agency. Leave revenue code. This is the report that we're actually talking about, the one that we used to send to you on a monthly basis, and that starts voluminous, 400 and something pages on a monthly basis. So you can generate it here yourself, use whatever information that you want to use on it. Then you can download it and put it on your desktop. You can put it in a flash to keep it. You can save it in your C drive for further, maybe next week if I want to go back to it. So this thing I think is still putting, because it's many. When you want to run your reports, you know where you go when you want to validate your receipt. It's not the same address. For receipt, .2.25.192.168.2.25. Then for report, it's 192.168.2.38. So there are two different addresses. So, and the EBS manager too, you can confirm payments. This one you can search for individual pay icon, that is out. So this is your report. Click. So that's the report. So by the end of the month now, if you have access and you have been able, you can just sit down and run your report. You can set it, leave it there and replace some other things. Right? From 1st of March to date. Oh. Paid by, maybe I told you that your report is usually voluminous. So you are just looking at it. So if you want to go to another page, you click on it. So on and on like that. Click page 93 so that you can see the total. Go back.
What is the sign, that sign for?
This
Yes. Red. It's like a flag of
Telephone number.
no. The
Flag of the country.
flag. That's Swiss flag. Italo, I mean, France. Which one is it? Brazil.
what's that? But why is it bringing that look?
That's one color.
Get back. But you don't really need them anymore. Those signs, I don't think it's applicable to you. That land use code. Majority of your revenue is from land use.
Yes.
So that's your code 372. That's the land use code. So supposing you want to generate by revenue now, you want to generate for land use alone, you use that code first. From what I'm seeing is like the bulk of your revenue is from land use charge. So then let's go and see the headings. You have entry date, value date. For instance, those that are paying check. If you pay in check today, maybe it should take 2 or 3 days for it to pay. And that's why we have. Then if it's cash, the entry date and value date is the same thing. Then this is the entry ID. That one is generated by the system. Once you pay, the system will automatically generate the entry ID for that payment. And no two transactions can have the same entry ID. Then you have assessment rate. Depends on the bank how you want to enter the assessment rate. For this one now it's 2013. Depends on that one is not system generated, you put it themselves. Then you have agency rate. That is agency code for the Ministry of Finance. Then the revenue code for land use. Then the amount the person is paying, 1,561.30. Then the pay ID of the person that is paying. The pay ID of the person, the deposit slip, that's from the bank. Then transaction ref, you have entry ID / that's why I said from the receipt, you will see it. You have figure / alphabet. So that's the transaction rate. Then you have payer name, CC, alcohol, on and on like that. So those are the details. So at the end of the month now, I don't know whether you go through them one by one or you just want to know how much you have generated for that month. So this is what you are going to have access to as time goes on.
So the transaction reference. Transaction reference. So the entry ID. So I go to the entry ID and you first enter. The first
Yes,
the first one on this, the first
entry ID. It's the same
okay,
thing.
you slash it with the
Slash with the letters. That letter is just like a security code to make this. But when you want to validate, the figure and the letters won't be there. But if you want to check in the database, you want to confirm that transaction, whether it has entered our database, you just use the figure. that's it. And this is the account number where the payment has been made. Let me see. So the total for Access Bank, what Access Bank has collected for you for that period is 13,000 bank by bank. Bank is bank by bank. So you know how much. If Access Bank supposed to have collected like 100,000 and they are bringing 13,000 to you, then you should be able to ask question what happened. So on and on like that. So do we have any questions? We don't have any. I think we have come to the end.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
But I want to inform you, maybe you will still give us your time again. Reason being that I want to get the people at the land use charge for next time. I didn't know it would get to this, but I thought probably it is for us here. So I'll get in touch with the PS to give us, get in touch with the land use charge people to give us maybe the 2 or 3 people from their own department too. Because sometimes they might need to confirm, validate all these receipts, bring it to them. So, but as soon as the arrangement is completed, I will inform you.
You can write our office. Write to Mr. Oluyemi.
Oluyemi.
Mr. Bonde Oluyemi. The Edge banking department.
Maybe probably that one will come with our own nomination of 2 officers that will be directly in charge of all these activities. So once again, I thank you very much.
Welcome, sir. Nice listening on you.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Ma'am, I said I submitted my own card and it wasn't returned. And I don't have